Good morning, everybody. We'll be starting in just a second. All right. Sorry, folks. I was a minute or two late this morning. Let me just put the camera on. And there we go. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Let's say hello to everybody. We got Bill. Good morning, Bill. We got John. We got Stacy. We got Devin, Brian, Javad, Arnulfo. We got Robert, we got Ivano, Jeff, Freck, Pete, Greg, RBX, Brian, Dave, Julio. Yuri's here. Dr. Lucas here. Genevieve, Dave, Rihanna, Ruth, Richard, Brian, Kevin. Good morning, Kevin. We got David, Bullrider. Omar's here. Happy Friday, Omar. You had a long week this week. Manuel, Randy, Cam. Good morning, Cam. Wayne, James, Warren, Keith, Helen, Jody, Vernon, Mind, Karen the Shark is here. Good, good. Lloyd is here. Steve is here. Hefe's here. You too, Sandra. Happy Friday. Freezing in Minnesota. Oh, my. Jesse, good morning, Jesse. Ivano, Lloyd. We got Ivan. Is that Ivan? Yeah, Ivan. Hi, Ivan. Frank, we got Kevin. We got Minnesota Matt is here. Bernie the Bear, Johnny, Deanna, Adam, Eagle Beagle is here. Good, good. Is it Burl. Sorry, Burl. And if I'm missing your name or getting something wrong, I apologize. It's hard with these YouTube tags. Eduardo, good morning, Eduardo. Hey, Richie, happy Friday. We were talking about curved monitors on just now. Don, Walter, Tom, Peanuts, David, Hopiumatic, Robert, Adrian, happy Friday. William, welcome back. Welcome back. Harold, it's going to be a busy weekend for me. I got my daughter's bat mitzvah. I got tonight synagogue, tomorrow synagogue, and a party on Friday. It's going to be, I got people coming out here from all over the country. It's going to be a very, very fun weekend. And I'll be exhausted on Monday. You guys will have to help me on Monday. Harold, Culp 28, Brian, hello there. Raj, Stefan, Art, CJ, Colette, Mark, Kevin, Stan, Gene, Wade, Mr. Koopa, Charlie, Clyde, Jimmy, Mike, George, Pearly, Don. Dragon Dawn is here. Good morning. Good morning. We got a lot of people here is what we got. Where did I leave off? We got Kirk, Doug, True Steely, Henry, Just Florida, Sergey, Ralph, Kevin, Laura, Brian, Don, Ray, Ernest, Marlon. Hey, Marlon. Hey, Richie. Christmas decorations almost didn't make it back. Yeah, it must be cold where you're at right now. Aaron, Stefan. You're welcome, Stefan. 19,000 yesterday. Good for you. Good for you. Jack, send me an email, Stefan. Jack, retired surveyor David is here. My wife is here. I just see her coming into the driveway. We got Sandra, Dave, we got Russ, we got Flo, we got Harry, Seth, Brendan. We got Helen. Hey, Helen, how are you? We got Duzzy, Scotty, Next Gen. We got Becky, Manuel, David, Robert, Marlon. Thank you, Marlon. I appreciate it. Vertuvian, Jason, Dallas, Kai, Whitco, Flying Ronan, Lawrence, Fadia, Steve, Illinois Grain Farmer, Sherry, Next Gen, Scotty, Duzzy. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. We got James, we got Steve, we got Paul, Diamond Jen, Chris, good morning. And folks, if I miss somebody, I apologize. I'm just going through. There's a lot of people here, and I have a lot to get through. I apologize. I'm a minute or two late. As you could see, Clyde is finally taking his exercise regimen very seriously. He's lost some weight, and he's running on the treadmill. He's trying to get in shape for the holidays, for the next holiday season. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you, Hope Matic, for that. Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Paul, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Okay, so first things first, please, 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 if you're on YouTube, which you are, please go to the gearbox right here and make sure you're not on auto. Make sure you're watching at 1080p. As Brian Kadersha just said, 1080p, okay? You want to be at 1080p. You don't want to be on auto. You want to be at 1080p or it'll download you. And we're going to be looking at some graphs, and I want you to be able to see everything clearly. And number two, if you're getting benefit from it, and if this is useful to you, please hit the thumbs up button just one time and join our channel. There's a join button somewhere here. I don't have it because I'm logged in because I'm broadcasting, but you guys should be able to see it. All right. On that note, let's begin. Also, lastly, we're doing good on time today. Last word on housekeeping. Please, please, please make sure to join us in the VIP room today. We started talking about the A-line strategy. Today, I will review and talk about options, how to select the right options. We'll talk about calls, puts, all that stuff. It'll be fun. Credit spreads, debit spreads. We'll have a lot of fun, and I'll talk about how to select options for A-line, which is going to be fantastic. And I'll review the A-line. And here's Customer Service Live. Here's the link for Customer Service Live. Hey, Anu Kumar. Hey, Texas Kirk. Hey, Leo. Good to see you here. Rock, good to see you. Robert, good to see you. There's Customer Service Live link. And folks, here is Telegram channel. This is where I post a lot of freebies, a lot of notifications. I know most of you are in the Telegram channel, but if you're not, please join. Hey, Martin, haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? I was just reading your testimonial the other day and saying I haven't heard from you in a while. I got to reach out, but here you are. Hope you're doing well. Haven't seen you here in a long time. Hope you're doing well, and I hope everything is going the right way for you. All right, let's begin. So far, the market is looking pretty good here across the board. This is random. This is not, I know you're thinking NASDAQ's up 80 points. It's a lot. It's a big asset. It would need to be actually up a little over 100 at this point, but this is a good start. I like, thank you, Donald. I appreciate it. Thank you. This is a good start for the market. Obviously, I'll rather take this than the opposite, right? Mid caps are up. Russell's up a hair. We're doing okay. We have personal income from September. Now, it could influence the market. Now, we haven't been in this situation where we've got delayed data coming out from like 3 weeks ago. So this is not. It will be taped. But this is for September. Will it have a big influence today? I don't think so. I really don't. And I don't know why they have to delay today's forever. So this is going to be delayed data. Obviously, it's very important. The only thing we're looking at is this right here. And again, because it's delayed and the market had a chance to trade past it, I just don't know the effect it will have. Probably about half of what it should have normally. What we're looking at is we're looking for this number here to be 2.9 or lower. Cord, this is what I care about. And we're looking at this number to be 2.8 or lower. And I really don't care if they're the same or lower. I just don't want them to go higher. We don't want these numbers to go higher. Okay? And so that's coming out at 10. That's coming out at, hold on a second. At 10 o'clock. See, I thought it was coming out at 8:30, which is the usual time, but it's coming out at 10. And so is consumer sentiment, and so are factory orders. So everything's coming out everything's coming out pretty much at, hey, Linda, good to see you. Gregory, good morning. Martin, good morning, everybody. So everything's coming out at 10 o'clock. We don't want to do anything except offset positions. We want to offset positions at that time, okay? Yeah, so Be careful. Be careful. This report, again, I don't know the impact it'll have. And also, it depends on the number, obviously. You know, if it's 2.4, it's going to have a much bigger difference if it's 4, it's 3.8. So let's keep an eye on these numbers and take them with a grain of salt because this has already happened. Okay. As far as earnings are concerned, we are going to be digesting a couple. I wrote them down. We'll talk about that when we get into catalysts, but we don't have anything really new today. We're only digesting earnings from yesterday, and we do have a couple. By the way, I don't know if you guys know this or not. Um, Here, let me, one second, one second. Where's my little thing here? I don't know if you guys know this or not, but we need to keep an eye on Apple today. Why? Well, it's the biggest company in the world. Apple's AI chief stepped down in the last 72 hours. Apple's head of UI design leaves for Meta in the last 72 hours. Apple's policy chief stepped down in the last 72 hours. And Apple's head of general counsel steps down in the last 72 hours. Did you guys know that? Did anybody know that? Just let's curious. Did anybody know that? Here. Here's all the info. Did you guys know that? I bet peanuts. Did anybody know that? I want to see how in tune you are with the current catalyst. Karen knew that. Uh, Based on everybody's, let's see, Cheryl did not know that. Brian knew that. Aaron works for Apple. Okay, well, you see here now, if the only thing you found out here was that, it was worth coming here for today. Well, you see the benefit of coming here? Well, now you know. Yes, yes, we'll talk about Netflix. Yes, that's a catalyst for today. Good, good. Well, you see, now some of you know. We'll find out. We'll find out if it's good or bad for Apple. But folks, you need to know stuff like that. Those are catalysts. Those are major catalysts for the market. All right, bond market. What's the bond market doing? Ay, ay, ay. This bond market's going to give me it's not going to it's going to give me gas. I'm going to tell you right. This is stressing me out. This is not good. I don't like the bond market being here. All right? Yeah, that's what I just said, Don. A reason to come here. See? So see now you have a good reason to come here. I told you something you didn't know. 5 things that you didn't know. So this is very bad. Now I know nobody's paying attention. Nobody's talking about this on CNBC, but I'm telling you right now, if this thing drops below this level, this is still okay. If this thing drops below this level, we're going to be in deep shit. Okay? And your home interest rates are going to go up meanwhile. So we got to be careful here. This does not look good. Quite honestly, I'm a little surprised. I'm actually very surprised that the market's holding up so well with with bonds being with the long bond being right here. Thanks, Victor. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is not great. This is not great. But I mean, look, we've been here before many times. Once, twice, three. We've been here, but this is not good. This is not good. This is very bad. And this is the long bond. This will affect what you pay mortgage and everything. This is very bad. Okay. US dollar. US dollar is now at the 50-day moving average. Remember, I told you once it gets here, I think it'll stay here for a while. We're right at the 50-day moving average right here. So we are kind of paused right now. And I think we're going to just consolidate here. I'm expecting just very slow drift, very much like we had around the 200 right here. It looks like we're building a descending triangle, which is not really good for the here. It's a descending triangle here. I'm not drawing a really pretty one, but you could see we have a descending triangle here. It's a descending triangle. And usually they break down. If it breaks down, it's good for the stock market, but it's not good for global economy. How would find out before it happens? You don't, Matt. You don't find out before it happens. You don't. Okay, so um, So right away, we don't like this. We don't like this, and it's not a perfect triangle. It's here. Let me make it a little prettier. You still have all this to fill up here. So we got a while to go. As I said, I think we're going to stay in this area for quite some time. I don't really think we're going to go anywhere. Yesterday, I met a hired away top AI design. Yeah, they did a lot of things last few days. Gold, what's gold doing? Let's look at gold. Gold is still consolidating here. It's not really doing anything. The longer gold stays here, now you see how it's back at the 8-day EMA? That's good. That's good. We have a potential for another run up. Now, I'd like to see gold above this green line, but I'll take this. I mean, it's pretty much there. We need to see it break up again. Okay. We're now at the 8-day EMA. We're either going to start breaking down and going down towards the 50, or we're going to stay a little while here. But I think this will do a pretty good job of catching it if we fall down to the 50-day. Okay. All right. All right. Crude oil. Let's look at crude oil. Nothing. Just basically commodities are doing very little. You could see right here, US dollars doing very little. Gold is doing very little. Bonds are breaking down very slowly. This is very bad. This is very, very bad. And nobody's talking about it. That's the irony. I'm not hearing anybody talk about the fact that bonds are at the neckline. Like it's not happening. Like everybody's just doing this. Like they're not seeing it. Like this is huge. All right, that's huge. Crude oil, as I mentioned, just kind of sitting here out of this channel, resisting the 50-day. I think we're going to come right back to this channel. China, what is China doing? Coming up a little bit, giving us a little bit of tailwind after this. But again, this looks like just a choppy mess right here. I'm just going to continue this. This just looks like a mess. This doesn't look like anything we're talking about, okay? Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still holding on. It looks like it wants to go up. It needs to clear this level. It's got to clear the 94,000 level. It's got a lot of support, resistance at 94 and at 100 and 100,250. And then it's got the 200-day moving average. So the fact that we've been making lower lows, see why I never take a pullback from a lower high? I mean lower high, not lower lows. I don't know what's up with me today. Probably Friday. But and I'm tired. But you could see right here, we're making lower highs. Whenever you start making lower highs, you don't want to take pullbacks. The odds are it's going to pull back down. If these were higher highs and we broke down, then I would say opposite. But we'll see what happens. Here we have a nice little trend line going on. Got a little trend line going on here. Right there. So you got a triangle here. You need to break above. We need to break above right here. We need this to come up here. Otherwise, if this breaks, we're going to come down here. The fact that it's symmetrical and the fact that it's got such a strong downtrend, the odds are favoring the downside. I'm just telling you based on this. The odds are favoring the downside breakdown from this. But we are above the 15. We're right at above the 8. We're right at the 15, and we're right at this area. So if we consolidate here, we're going to come back down. If we break through hard, the odds are we're going to break through hard. Right now, it's a big question mark because you could see we're in a symmetrical triangle. Okay, so this is not great look for Bitcoin. All right, does anybody want to give me the catalysts? Catalysts. While we're getting catalysts, let me again, VIP room, we're going to review the A line today, one of my favorite patterns, and we're going to talk about options and how options apply to the A line. And then I have a weekly cash flow class for you at 2:30. That's for paying members of weekly cash flow. If you don't have weekly cash flow yet, you should definitely get in on it. Live stock market option says you're 1,000% wrong again. What am I wrong about live stock market options? Tell me what I'm wrong about. Yeah, tell me what I'm wrong about, sir. Live stock market options. Okay, you're 1,000% wrong again. All right, tell me what I'm wrong about live stock market option. About Bitcoin, the fact that it's in a symmetrical triangle. Yeah. Anyways, all right. Yeah, I think he's trolling. I'm just going to kick his ass out of here. Remove. There we go. There we go. I'm 1,000% wrong again. Again. All right. Thank you. He's out of here. Okay. Livestock market. You're not trolling? Then what am I wrong about? Tell me what I'm wrong about. I'd like to know. If I'm wrong about something, I'd like to know. He said crash not to buy all year? What the hell? I'm gonna kick his ass out of here. Crash all year. You got the wrong guy, buddy. Uh, all right. That's it. Yeah, I haven't said anything about a crash. Yeah, I got rid of him. Okay. A crash. I don't know. This is the first time I hear that. Some crash. Who's talking about crash? All right, we're busy here. We have an agenda here. I have no idea what he's saying. He's a moron. Yeah, exactly. Crash. All right. So we are a symmetrical triangle, and we really won't. When you have a symmetrical triangle, you don't have a bias. So you have to figure out which way it's going to go. So we will. Yeah, I don't know what crash he's talking about. See him talk? Yeah. Well, I'm going to kick you out too, LMAO, if you keep distracting us from this chat. So let's not. Let's just stay with the program. We've got a good program here. Let's not. All right, catalysts. Let's see what. Let's see what you guys have been posting. Fed data, consumer discretion, telecom, infotech. Yeah, something like that. I have mags, I have infotech, I have consumer discretionary. It looks like you guys are percent accurate when kicking someone out. Yeah, exactly. Uh, da, 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 da. Wish I did hope him going to be day. All right. So yeah, those are the catalysts I have: mags, infotech, consumer discretionary. Okay. Mags, infotech, consumer discretionary. Does anybody have anything else? Telecom, consumer, infotech. I have, and I think telecom. We're saying the same thing, Walter. Telecom, unless you have two different ones for infotech and telecom. Okay. All right. Let's continue. Oh, that was odd. Let me read all these to you. I don't remember. I don't remember saying one time anything was going to crash. But okay. Uh, December E-minis are trending up 0.16 this morning, extending their advance towards all-time highs. Investors are looking ahead to the release of Federal Reserve's inflation data that's only 2 months delayed. Uh, COO Steve, let me ask you a question, Steve. How often do you come here? How often do you come here? Let's look at CO for a second. 12/4. Did it already report? He's right. Healthcare. He's right. Thank you. He's right. He's right. He's right. He's right. It's in the S&P and they reported. He's right. He's right. Info HPE is Infotech. Yes, he's right. And you got it right. Thank you. Thank you. See, he helps out. Thank you, sir, for helping me out. I appreciate it. I think it's no last night. Last night, because look at the reaction. It happened last night. That's a catalyst for today. Did the market have a chance to trade after this report came out? No. That means it's a catalyst for today. If it came out yesterday morning, right, if it wouldn't be, but it came out last night. Otherwise, it wouldn't be up 13%. Thank you for that. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, exactly, Marlon. Right. Yeah, Victoria's Secret doesn't have any more secrets, and I don't think she's a. I don't think she's an S&P 500 stocks. But you guys did great with catalysts. Except I missed up the healthcare. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate you. Healthcare, medical. He's right. He's right. I don't think. Yeah, it's a Russell 3000. And look, between us, she doesn't have any secrets left. She's got no secrets left. She ran out of secrets a long time ago. All right. Investors are looking ahead at delayed data that's 2 months delayed. Yeah, that's going to be really useful, right? Don't get me started. Chip stocks retreated. Intel slid over 7%. On fell over 7%. You would think with chips falling so much that the market would be weaker yesterday, but it wasn't, right? All right. Good, good. You guys did great. I come here a lot, not every day, but if I get kicked out because I'm saying something, I wasn't even trying to distract, simply asking. No, it's okay, LMAO. It's okay. I thought you were helping out the other guy. You're good. My apologies. I am so sorry. I just don't like anybody interrupting us here because well, I spent a lot of time and energy on this, and I know a lot of people use this very. By the way, Omar, good morning to you. Good morning. I saw your name pop up. Dollar General surged over 14%. Folks, retail earnings have been really good. Really, really good, which is leading me to believe we may actually have a Christmas rally. Usually, when retail earnings are not good, forget about it. Labor market reported jobless claims for where fell to a 3-year low. Do you remember I tell you this report is just completely messed up? 3-year low. I don't think that's possible. I mean, I don't know if that's possible. Yeah, no, don't worry about it, LMAO. I don't know if that's possible, but this is just weird. Okay. Core personal consumption expenditures. That's this report that's coming out at 10 o'clock. That's going to be the big one. They're talking about what these numbers are going to be. As long as they match these numbers, especially the core, this is what the Fed is going to be looking at. Okay. So that they're just talking about what the expectations are. Okay. Personal spending and personal income will be closely monitored today as well. All these reports are coming out at 10 o'clock. Yep, that's exactly Stacy. It's exactly what Stacy just said. Retail is doing good and credit card debt is an all-time high. And so is some other debt. There was some other debt that's at an all-time high. Oh, car defaults, car default payments. It did, Adam. It did. And meanwhile, we have car defaults, which there's a lot of weird stuff going on in the economy right now, folks. That's all I'm going to tell you. Federal Consumer Credit Report will be released. This report, folks, is coming out at 3 o'clock. Pay attention to this report. Pay attention to this report. No, no, I never said for sure, Stefan. I said more likely, because the market's holding on really well right now, and if it holds on for another 3-4 days, we should see good seasonality come in. We have an 87% chance of the Fed lowering rates, and at the same time, the bonds are breaking down. Folks, it makes zero sense to me. Okay, it makes no sense to me whatsoever. Okay, this right here, we should be at 30% right now, but it is what it is. Remember, this is the long bond. This is not the short bond. The short bond is what the Fed controls. The market controls the long bond. This is market controlled, not Fed controlled. Okay. This is not the Fed fund rate. Europe is up, giving us a little tailwind, adding to this week's gains. Optimism over Fed rate cut this week. Mining and industrial stocks advanced. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. Yeah, D. There you go. China closed higher. We see it right here. If you want to call it higher, I mean, it is higher. A little gap up above this range. We've had a little channel here for a while. This is very nice right here. Japan closed lower today after downbeat household spending data underscored this inflation and bolstered expectations of a Bank of Japan rate hike later this month. This is also not really good for USA. But again, folks, I'm just reading the tea leaves. And we had Ulta, consumer discretionary, we had healthcare, we had Hewlett Packard, we had Netflix. Remember, I told you it would be a really good idea. No, we have stagflation. We do have stagflation right now. 100%, 100%. What is up with bonds? Yeah, yeah. Now, folks, I don't know how long you've been following me, okay? I don't know how long you've been following me, but for the last 2 years, I've been talking about this happening. No, I did not have any inside data. I just thought this would be the best thing that could happen for Netflix. This is the best thing. This is the best thing that can happen for this company. This is the best thing possible for this company. And do you guys me remember telling you they need to merge with somebody? They need to merge with an actual studio. This is really good. This is good for the industry. Okay. And I don't know if how long you've been following me, but if you've been following me for a couple of years now, I've been talking about this happening. Not specifically with with Warner Brothers, but I've been talking about Netflix merging with another big company. Okay. Do you guys remember for years and years I've been talking about this. Okay, Devin says yes. HG says yes. I've been talking about this forever. And I've been talking about how I love Netflix to watch Netflix, but I can't stand their business model and they need to merge with somebody. Yeah, you guys remember not for months, for years I've been talking about this. For years. For a couple of years now. Okay? So if you've been following me for any lack of time, this is a very good, this is very good. Very, very good. You was saying it last week. Yeah, I was saying it for years. I'm very consistent. I just keep repeating the same thing over and over again until it happens. No, I'm just kidding. But this was inevitable. There's writing all over the wall. They're going to keep they're going to if they didn't do this, they would start declining. This gives them a chance to stay on top. Not only that, I like who they merged with. They merged with the best quality. I mean, nobody beats HBO for quality. So this is really good. Is the crapper the Superman movie died and the new movie looks ready to bomb? Yeah, but this is necessary. I don't. I'm not really talking about Warner Brothers. I'm really talking about Netflix. I'm talking about Netflix. This was necessary. Okay, let's talk about the stock market. We spent half an hour talking about uh, the global market, economy, catalyst, the big picture. Now let's go one step closer. What is volatility doing? It's flat and it's near the low. This is really good for the market. This is really, really good for the market. What's the put to call ratio doing? Well, it's coming down, but it's nowhere near below. I mean, we're not here. We're just down here. So this is telling us that call buyers are getting a little frisky, but in a good way. In a good way. That means there's some movement towards the bullish side of the scale. Okay. This is not bad. Okay. By the way, I know we got about another 200 people here since last time. Folks, please make sure you're watching at 1080p. Go to the gearbox right here. Make sure you're watching at 1080p and give us a thumbs up if this is beneficial and subscribe to our channel. And also, let me just post VIP room link. This is the VIP room link. I'll be live at noon giving you the second part, how to combine options with the A line, credit spreads, debit spreads, and underlying. I heard the Superman movie was actually a good movie. I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it was a good movie. I'm going to be watching the new Mission Impossible sometimes this weekend if I get a chance. Really excited about that. And here's Customer Service Live. And I don't know what they'll be covering today, but it should be interesting. Guardian reports Netflix agreed to buy Warner Brothers studio and streaming business. Yeah, Karen, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think it's good news. So internals are looking strong. Nothing wrong there. Market internals are better. We are above 50% here. Even NASDAQ is above 55%. We have some stability here. The only thing we don't have stability for is utilities. I want to show you guys something. I'm going to show you guys something here. See where utilities are? This is a 10-year chart. Look where utilities are. We're getting close to the bottom on utilities, okay? Gotcha, Brian. Thank you for that. So we're near the lows. So if you have an account, if you have a retirement account, and there are some utility stocks you want to load up on for the next 10 years, in the next couple of months or the next week or so, next month or so, the next month or two will be a good time once we get to this red line. Okay? because you could see we've been below this red line one, two, three, four times in the last 10 years. I'm talking about long-term investments. I'm not talking about short-term swings. Okay. You definitely do not want to buy this for a short-term swing. But I'm letting you know that utilities are getting cheap historically. Look, you could see it right here. I mean, I don't have to interpret this for you guys. You could see it right here. These are, you see where we're at? These are the lowest levels we've seen in the last 10 years. So momentum is getting undervalued. Yeah, me too, Stacy. I love my HBO Max. Best quality shows, in my opinion. Okay, what about the type of sectors that are leading? So far, everything is looking fairly bullish. And the fact that utilities are down is bullish too, by the way. Semiconductors are leading. Energy's leading. Bitcoin is leading. Technology is leading. Russell 2000, industrial, QQQ, financial, consumer discretionary, communicate. This is a picture of a very bullish market right here. This is a picture of a very bullish market in terms of sector strength. Look, you could see all the speculative sectors are on top and all the defensive sectors are on the bottom, except for home builders. I mean, this is beautiful. Semiconductors, energy, Bitcoin, technology, Russell 2000, interest rates, industrial. This is a picture of health right here. I mean, the market is near all-time highs. Now let's look at the graphs. Yeah, that's right, Gregory. They've gone nuclear. How can I forget? They've gone nuclear. Chirag, ask me on Monday, and I'll give it to you. I'll have it on Monday. That's a fair question since I brought it up. I'll answer on Monday. I don't have it right now. Yeah, and I watch all the gangster movies, religious, so I need to know too. My dad's been watching. My dad's a huge sports nut. He likes Paramount. He likes Paramount. He watches sports on Peacock and Paramount all the time. Okay, S&P 500. We're edging towards that line, but we have not crossed it yet. And also, I'm going to be honest with you. I do not like this price action. Also, what's worrying me about here? Can anybody tell me? We have no volume, guys. We have no volume. We came back from the holidays. We have no volume. So we're reaching for the highs without any volume. Not a good look. Bond market breaking down while the stocks are near all-time highs without any volume. Oh yeah, Hefe, no question. No question. This is not good. This is not convincing me, okay? What about equal weighted stocks? Again, no volume. We have no volume, folks. And we're up at this area. Look what happened every time we get to this area here. Let me show you. Look at that. Now, if we were above that area, I would be a little less skeptical. This, no volume. We have no volume. We have no volume. We have no volume, folks. Okay? SMH. We're moving higher. This is what I want to see out of the SPY. And this is actually a very bullish sign, but look at how small these bars are. There's hardly anything here. And we've had a lot of chip news in the last week, right? A lot of chip stuff going on. Not a lot of stuff here happening. And look at the volume. Volume is so low. Look at that. There's no volume. No volume. Yeah, everybody's waiting for the Fed. You're right, William. Everybody's waiting for he's 100% correct. So no volume. QQQ. Look at QQQ. No volume. And we're not above this line. Folks, if we haven't gotten above this line, this can just as easily fall. Remember, this is the pullback right here. We're coming off a pullback from the higher high. So this needs to go higher. Otherwise, it fails. Okay? This needs to take this out. Now, I like what I'm seeing on SMH, but I don't like this volume. I don't like this volume. Look at mega caps. Look at the volume on these things. And look, we haven't, let me just extend this a little bit. Yeah, I don't know what crash this guy was talking about. I never said anything about a crash. Oh, that's fantastic, Cam. That is fantastic. Hefe, we got to take it as it comes, but there's no volume. Now, price action is nice. I mean, look, guys, we've got an ascending triangle on all of these. Look, we've got an ascending triangle on all of these, all of these, all of these. Nice one here too. That and this one's breaking out, but we have no volume. We have no volume. Wow, Cam, let me post customer service live again. You're going nuts today. Here's customer service live, and here's my VIP room where I'll be talking about the A line and how to adapt options. And if you're struggling with options, this will be a good class because I'll talk about how to pick debit spreads, credit spreads, and maybe show you some examples. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. So you see, we have ascending triangles, but we have no volume. We have no volume. So not good at all. Not good at all. So I would be very cautious right now. Does that mean I wouldn't be trading to the long side? No, I would be trading very small size right now. And I would be very cautious that we have no volume. And we should already we're already several, like, I understand if we didn't have volume coming in on Monday or Tuesday, but Wednesday, Thursday, we should have had some volume here. We should have had some volume here. Okay? And we don't. Okay, let's do intraday levels. Right, Gregory? Everybody spent all their money on Friday, right? Let me get you the levels. Get my TC2000 up and running. I should be getting my new computer, I think, tomorrow. Excited about this. And I posted last week a link to the computer that I got, and a lot of people were very thankful. Low volume means that there's not a lot of institutional traders, and there's not a lot of commitment to this price level. Volume is your commitment level, commitment, Stacy. There's not a lot of people committing to this, and less people commit to this, eventually it peters out. You would expect good, nice, healthy volume. Look at this downside bar. Look at how much volume we had. And now we're going up. Look how much volume you had. So look. Let me show you something. Look at this line. Look at how much volume you had here as we were going down. As we're going down, volume is increasing, right? As we're going back up, volume, excuse me, volume is declining. That's not a good sign. Okay. And you could see it. You could see it right here. Look, volume is increasing as we're going down with this big red bar having the most volume. And then we bounce back on no volume. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. Now, VIX is looking great. Put the call ratio is looking good. Utilities, forget about utilities. The right stocks are leading, but I'm not seeing a big commitment. I'm not seeing a big commitment to these levels. You see, right here, there's not a lot of commitment. And again, folks, you could say whatever you want, but it is what it is. I mean, pictures don't lie. These price data doesn't lie. And again, whether you agree with me or not, I'm just telling you how it is. I mean, I don't have a bone in this. I could trade for the next 10 years to the short side and I will not have a problem. I'm just telling you, there's not a lot of commitment to the upside. And you should see a lot of commitment to the upside when the market's about to break higher and make an all-time high, right? Duh. Okay. Tell me I'm crazy in saying anything wrong here, you know? Blue line is the 50-day moving average. Okay, let's do our levels. I want to get to work on time today. Ooh, look at this. Kroger's starting to come up. We need Kroger. We have a time spread in the pit, and we need to make money on it. And I need Kroger to rally. As soon as Kroger gets above this level right here, we have 5 days. So I did a time spread on Wednesday on this, and it costed us about 7 cents, something like that. And we have an order to sell it at 34. The short side will probably expire today because it's at 65. And then we have a full week, full 5 days for the price of this bar to go from here to right here. And we're good. From here to right there. It may even happen today. We'll see. Let me give you levels. Ooh, the S&P is not, oh my goodness gracious, this is not happy. This is not good. By the way, these are my levels from yesterday. Look at that. Okay, that's not good. Going to be very hard to draw levels today. I really love having you guys with me in the morning to do this analysis because this is my Yes, it means there's not a lot of commitment, Eddie. It's not Ed, it's not about nervousness. It's about if we were nervous, the VIX would be higher. It's about they don't want to make big bets right now. It can keep going up on low volume, Stefan. It sure can. Sure it can. But it usually isn't sustainable. Okay, low volume is that let me show you. This is high volume. This is low volume. This is low volume. This is high volume. Commit it keeps pushing it up. Like blowing hot air into a balloon and then you're running out of balloon, volume comes down. You guys get it. You guys all get it. Maybe Karen. Let's see. We got this right here. I mean, that's really all give you one more here. Right there. It is what it is. I mean, look, it is what it is. One thing about me, I'm going to tell you how things are. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm not going to extrapolate. I'm just going to tell you how things are. That's one thing about me. I will always tell you what's going on. I will never bullshit you. Nothing bothers me more than bullshitters about the market. Price never lies. Oh, my dogs are going crazy again. Oh, so I'm blessed that you guys can't hear anything. Spy levels. All I hear right now is ow, 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 ow. Four dogs doing this. Ow, ow. I need a headache pill after they're done. Ooh, QQQ is really breaking down. Look at this. Oh, they're going crazy. They are going crazy. Give you some extra levels today, just in case. Just in case, okay? You never know how things go. But this is not a good look. This is not a good pre-opening look right here. Again, folks, my job. See, one thing about me, I have no vested interest in any of this. That's why you should listen to me because I have no vested interest in this. I'm not holding a million positions in Apple. I'll tell you exactly how things are. I have no bone in this. Ooh, by the way, look at my levels from yesterday, guys. Guys, look at my levels from yesterday. Check this out. This is freaking fan. Look at this. This is my levels from yesterday. Yesterday morning. Look at them. I don't think I need to adjust anything. I mean, look at this. This is beautiful. I'm gonna just post this right now, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna post this right now, just to show you. These are levels from yesterday. Okay, here. This will be fun. These are my levels on SMH from yesterday. What do you say? That's from yesterday, guys. That's from yesterday. So if I was to adjust them, here's how I would watch my adjustment. Right here, we'll put one. We'll add one right here, and we'll add one right here. Here, not that much of a change, right? Okay, here. Adjusted SMH levels for today. Not that I really needed to adjust them very much, but I'm going to tell you, range personal income. It's coming out at 10 o'clock. Can you talk about how your levels? Yeah, not today, but I'll talk about it next week. But boy, oh boy, whew, those are some levels. Those are some levels. All right, here we got that. Got this, we got this, we got this, and this right there. Those are some levels. Okay, here's Russell 2000. I don't know why I'm here with you guys. I have no idea. I'm hoping you guys can tell me why we're breaking down. I have no idea whatsoever. Did we have some news reports come out? We've been going down since about 8:30, right? 8 8:20, 8:30. Maybe some Fed data come out. I don't know. I mean, I've been here with you guys the whole time. Maybe you guys can tell me. Econo Day? Let's see. No, they're still here. Here, I'll post this in the Telegram channel for you guys, okay? Here. 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 And let me give you bonds, okay? I want to give you bond levels too. Ooh, bonds are breaking down, folks. Let me take a quick look at the daily. Okay, folks, this is not good. This is not good. This is not good. See this? I know it's a big surprise. We've never talked about it, right? We never talked about bonds breaking down below this line. I know, I know. It's a shock for everybody. But I hate to say I told you so, but remember yesterday, day before yesterday, day before that, just heads up. Not good. Not good. Not good. I'm just, don't say I didn't warn you. Don't say I didn't warn you. If anybody here says that I haven't been talking about the bond market and the head and shoulders and all that, well, what can I tell you? What can I tell you? Right, I haven't been talking about the bonds going down. I've been talking about the stock market crashing, right? Yeah, that's the ticket. Oh, God. Okay. Those are nice levels right there. I got you guys covered with some really good levels. I got one more here. Oh, that's beautiful. Those are nice levels. It's like putting a puzzle together. When it's all there, you could really kind of see it. These are nice levels on bonds. Again, folks, don't say I didn't warn you. Bond levels and bonds are starting to break down below that neckline I've been talking about for the last 10 days. For 10 days, I've been talking about this. 10 days, I've been talking about this. That's why he's been grumpy, exactly. Now, watch, somebody's going to send me an email and say that, Roger, you have not been talking about bonds breaking down below the neckline. This is the first time I hear it. Watch, you'll see. I'll get an email today. I'll post it when I do, but I'll get an email. Never seems to fail. All right. Let me give you guys the small caps, and then I'll give you my large caps. I promise you, I'll bet you guys money. Somebody will send me an email saying you haven't been talking about the bond market uh, and the head and shoulder pattern. You'll see. It'll happen today. It always happens. Okay, let's go through our small caps. See if there's anything juicy today. Uh, yeah. Nothing so far. Oh, there we go. WHLR. Looks pretty good too. Above $8. Oh, that looks like a beauty right there. PCSC. Now, folks, I don't know what the pre-opening high will be. So right now, I'm just going to write $12 with a question mark, okay? But when a stock is making higher highs pre-open, literally in real time, how do I know what the highest high will be before the market opens? If the stock was here, I could extrapolate, but it's making a higher high and it's stalled right now, so it may open even higher. That's a very nice look. Okay. Oh, another one. Look at this. JFJ. I can't wait for us to launch that service. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. It's going to be like the pit for small caps. You guys are going to love it. So what I'll do right now is I'm going to put in the 100-day moving average at 425, okay? Because ultimately I want the stock to get above the 100-day moving average if I'm going to buy it anyway. So, three good ones. Yes. TDIC. See, like here, it's easy to give you a high because, we're already down here. But on the ones that are like right here right now, how do I know the high? 60 cents. 60 cents. We're almost done. I'll bite. LGHL. It's a nice one. Above 820. 820. Let's see if there's anything else. Um, Not yet. No, if anything, I'll get it later. Huh. A lot of stocks today popping. No, no. Yesterday would have been a good one for this one. Okay. You want me to look at IWM? Yeah, I gave levels for IWM super renovations. I gave levels for that. Yeah, there's always someone to blame. So let me give you these, okay? You want me to look at wrap? Wrap. Wrap. Actually, wrap looks good. The only problem with wrap is it's got resistance right here. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll add it to the list. I'll go ahead and add it to the list, but I want to see a breakout above $3. Okay? Thank you for doing that, John. I appreciate you guys. Let me just add this last one. Wrap above. It saves me time. Thank you for doing that. And now let me give you my large caps that I'm looking at for today. Folks, are these small caps? I will. I'll give my conclusion. I'll give my conclusion. I will. I haven't given my conclusion yet. Superior renovations. Okay, let me just grab my this. Let's get Victoria's Secrets. I don't think she has any secrets left. All right. I know I've talked about bonds every single day, but you'll see. I'll get an email today from somebody says you never mentioned bonds breaking down. Okay, Home Depot. Yes, that's an A line to the downside. It is. It is. RCL. It's a breakdown to the downside. Needs a little more. Give this a little more room, and volume is picking up. Moss. Remember yesterday, Richie gave me that one. I asked him to give it to me before the close. This one looks very nice for a short. It's an A line to the downside. Um, M MHK. That's an A line to the downside right after it breaks this bar right here. Again, these have room to the downside. Mohawk, EXR, extra space storage. That's an A line right there. It just needs to break a hair, but actually is already breaking right here. Needs just a little more downside. You're not, don't be in a rush with the ones I just showed you. They all can use a little bit more downside on volume, okay? They look good, but they could look even better. What I'm saying is you're not late to the party with any of these. You're maybe a little bit too early to the party. This one not. This one is ready to go. But those, the ones that are curving like this, the A lines, they have a little bit more to go before they get really frisky to the downside. It does affect gold. Bonds going down does affect gold, but it impacts U.S. dollar more and bonds. So Marlon, that's a great question. Bonds will impact the U.S. dollar. The U.S. dollar will have a bigger impact on gold. So bonds indirectly on gold, U.S. dollar directly on gold. Hopefully that makes sense. Shake Shack. This looks volume. Look, we got volume downside. That's a breakdown right there. And I'll also talk about what I've been helping Omar with. I've been. This is going to be the last day of our first week with me giving him alerts. Not alerts. I'm not giving him alerts. What am I saying? I'm losing my mind. Giving him feedback on his alerts. See how we got lower highs here? Breakdown, that's what you want. If these were higher highs, I'd be buying a breakout to the upside. If these were higher highs, but see how they're lower? Breakdown. Now we're not at the 200 day yet, so we're not at the American flag, but look at volume. The target here is the 200 day. And it's a retail stock, and people are not buying jewelry right now. Oh, well, sorry, Marlon, I didn't explain. Well, look, it works like this. If interest rates, if interest rates go up, then money becomes more expensive. If money becomes more expensive, then it dilutes the price of gold because U.S. dollar becomes more expensive because it increases the value of the U.S. dollar. So interest rates going higher will make the U.S. dollar more expensive because America will have more interest to collect, and that makes gold cheaper. Does that make sense, Marlon? Just want to make sure that makes sense. And if you have any other questions, you can always send me an email. I'll always respond to you pretty quickly unless I'm live. So this is a bearish stock. Let's look at our longs. Just let me know if I'm making sense to you. Cool. Thank you for giving me this today, guys. Somebody gave me this today. So yeah, higher yield is Cooper. No, no, not today. Not today. Not today. Not today. FDX, FedEx. Okay, cool. That's why I like to go bonds, US dollar, and then gold. And by the way, it will also impact energy prices, Marlon. Energy prices are in US dollars. So if the US dollar increases because of higher yield, it also pushes energy prices down. Okay. Um, let's do this. HSIC. Yes, that's one of the ones we reviewed in the A line yesterday. That's right. That's right. The stock. See higher, see it's got to see the highs are getting higher, therefore a pullback is good from this. If this was lower than this, I wouldn't be doing a pullback. SLB. Yeah, thanks Eagle Beagle. We're in longs now. Yes, we're in longs right now. SLB. Why is it now SLB SBL? Why is SLB limited now? That's weird. SLB limited. Okay. I'll love LUV airline stocks. Let's see what the market's doing right now. Bounce. By the way, look at where we bounced. Look at the level we bounced down. Let's see what the stock market's doing. That's coming back. Good, 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 good. It's coming back at that level too. That's a very strong support level for today. Morgan Stanley. Morgan Stanley. I like financials right now. Light. Nice look. Five. Somebody asked me about this stock yesterday or this morning. I don't remember, but I started looking at it and I actually like it. And look at the volume. Look at the volume. Remember, volume precedes price. If you don't believe me, just look at the Volt every day. CTSH. It's an interesting one. Kroger's coming up. Okay. Cognizant Tech. Fox A. Duke was on my list. Yes, Duke was on my list. This is Fox A. It's got volume coming up. Caterpillar. I think Karen the Shark was talking about this one yesterday. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's coming up. Volume's a little bit low, but it's coming up. RVMD. Yeah, it had earnings after the close. Forget about COO. It's not yep, volume big D row. Look at the quality of this trend. That's a very nice swing stock. Just heads up. I don't know why I have not been buying it, but it's a nice looking stock. And then IBB, the same one I liked yesterday. I liked this a lot yesterday, and I still like it a lot now. I may go long this stock today because I really like this stock a lot. It's a very nice A line, as you could see right here. Just needs to break above this area, and we'll flirt with the high again. You want me to look at Sophie? I'll take a look at Sophie. Sophie, I think, was on my list yesterday. I saw it somewhere yesterday. No, Sophie's not ready. Sophie needs to get above this area right here. If you're looking to short, you don't really have much to go to here. I wouldn't be messing with it right now. I wouldn't be messing with it right now. All right, guys. So my conclusion, it's Friday. Bonds are not giving us a lot. We don't have a lot of volume. What I'd like to see price on the SMH and on the mags get above this line. Folks, if we don't get above this line, we have hardly any volume. We need to pop. We need to see a pop. What we may see today is just kind of like what we saw yesterday, coming up here and then coming down. Also, it's Friday. We have a Fed report at 10 o'clock. It's a delayed report, a lot of unforeseeability. Don't do anything till 10:30 today, unless you're offsetting positions, okay? Don't do anything. Watch the bond market carefully. The ADD is going to be very important this morning. I want to see how the ADD opens. If ADD doesn't open up over 1,000, we may just chop around. Okay. The ADD is going to be very important for me today. PDD is doing absolutely nothing. PDD needs to break below this line, this 115 area, and then you have an A line to the downside, or you need to break above this line and you have a gap to green. How did they post it at 8:30? It was supposed to be. I don't see it. Maybe I'm crazy or something. It's supposed to be 10 o'clock. No, I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. All right, guys. Caution, low volume. What does that mean? Caution. Not take big positions. Not a lot of bias. It's a Friday. Bonds are in the crapper. Um, vi- tr- I'm not suggesting you don't take bullish positions. What I'm suggesting for is that you guys be very, very cautious today and expect the market to fizzle out after 1 o'clock, especially with this low volume. A lot of people are going to be still traveling over this weekend. Okay. So don't expect major run day. Don't expect a major run day today. Be quick and nimble today and hold smaller positions. And look for breakouts on stocks after 10:30, 11 o'clock. The morning is going to be very, and look for volume. Okay. You want me to look at Gure? I'll take a look at Gure. Gure. No, there's no volume. There's no volume. There's no volume. I need volume. All right. Thank you, everybody. If you missed this and want to watch a replay, Yeah, we still have 7 days for KR. We don't need a big move. We don't need a big move. And let me post this on in the Telegram channel. If you missed the morning show, if you mi if you missed the pre-market must watch, here is the link. There you go. I just posted it for you there too. Have a great weekend, everybody. I'm going to be slow to respond this weekend. I have a lot of people and family over. Okay, it's a huge day for my a huge weekend for my family. Monday should be back to normal. I'll see you guys at noon and at remember 2:30 we have a weekly cash flow class today. Bye, guys. Be careful. Tread carefully today. The ADD and opening sectors, how many sectors are up over 1% will be big clues as to what we're going to do today. Keep an eye on VIX and the bonds and ADD and volume. Bonds, VIX, ADD, and volume. All right. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the happy wishes for Rachel. I appreciate it. Bye, everybody. Be careful, folks. It's Friday. Be careful. It's Friday. And we have 50% looking good, 50% looking bad, which just, I would be cautious today. I would be very cautious. I'll be updating you all day long on Telegram. Bye. Have a great day. Have a great weekend, everybody.